Hi everyone, and welcome to a very important channel update video which includes a complete rebranding of Geekanoids. Now, you will have seen at the beginning of this video a new intro, a new logo, and of course a new little character for Geekanoids, and I want to share with you the process that I went through to get that new logo designed and the cartoon character, and also putting together the intro. I thought it'd be very interesting to share that information with you. And also, please do stick around until the end of this video because I've got some very important information about an exciting video that's coming up on the channel. So let's look back at that intro, and the first element of the intro is the new Geekanoids logo. Now, why did I rebrand? Why did I change the logo? Well, when I started off Geekanoids, I designed the Geekanoids logo myself, and for the most part I was happy with it. But about a year and a half ago, I wanted something that looked a bit more up to date, a bit more modern. And I got designers put together the Geekanoids name, which was just like the text graduated in blue, and a Geekanoids logo. But I wasn't 100% happy with it. I think I just settled for the best of the designs he came up with and didn't really go through the design process. So this time around, it had to be right. It had to be something with some longevity and something that I was really very happy with. So I got in touch with Mike, and I'll leave a link to Mike's website and Twitter in the video description because Mike is an awesome guy, and I just was so happy with how we worked together and how we worked through the various design stages of the logo. And I wanted to share that information with you and how we sort of initially came up with some sketches, actual paper sketches that Mike did from my design brief, and then we progressed on to actual vector-based logos, which I'll show you on your screen now. Now, the first logo you're seeing now on your screen, I absolutely loved, and I almost went for this logo. It's a bevel design in a diamond shape, and you can see the G shape coming through in the middle, but it reminded me of a superhero logo, and that's the only reason I really discounted it. I thought that I would grow tired of it too quickly and it would age very quickly as well. So we moved on and looked at incorporating some sort of circuit board design. And again, I really liked this design, but I just thought it was a little bit too obscure and people would end up asking me, well, what does that mean? So we moved on again from that and looked at just coming up with a two-colour design or two-colour logo that would sit alongside the word Geekanoids. But again, this was just a little bit too obscure and far out, so we moved on again, and after a little bit of discussion, we decided that we would look at just cutting up a G at various different angles, like just slicing it into pieces. Now, this first one that you can see here in red and orange, and there's also a grayscale version in that bottom left hand corner of the screen, I really liked. I thought, yes, we're on to something here. This is the direction we're going to take the logo. But this first one, the first version of this particular design, reminded me of Gran Turismo, or a racing game. I don't know why, it was probably just too angular. So Mike actually softened it. He took a G and actually rounded the corners off and just gave it a much softer feel, but still with those angles cut into it as per my original brief. So this was the way we were going to go. I really liked this design, and we went on to explore different colour combinations. Now, if you've watched Geekanoids for a while now, you'll know that I love orange, so orange was going to be in the logo. And you can see here we've got an orange and blue, an orange and red, an orange and yellow, and then a sort of another blue cyan sort of colour as well. And I decided I liked the orange and blue combination. So back to the drawing board again, and Mike put together another spec sheet with various shades of blue with the orange in as well. And out of all of these variations that you can see on your screen now, I went for design number one in the top left hand corner, which was a slightly sort of muted blue, but quite a rich blue as well, with the orange sliced in the middle. Now, all the way through this design process, I knew what I had in my mind for the actual intro. So that orange segment in the middle was very, very important, because I had this vision that I wanted it to sort of drop into the screen at a particular moment during the intro. So the logo was done, that was decided. I was very pleased with it, and that G actually sits very well with the Geekanoids name, either to the right of it or underneath it as well. So it works extremely well in different situations. And in fact, I've rolled out new channel graphics, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. In fact, all of my social networks have been updated, and the Geekanoids website, and you'll see the G and the Geekanoids name in various positions depending on the use case scenario. So the next element was the little cartoon character, and that was actually drawn by my niece. And again, the design went backwards and forwards quite a lot of the time, and we ended up sort of revising it to give it a really fun look. I wanted a fun element for the channel. After all, I love sharing my geek lifestyle, and it's meant to be fun. So that was really important. And we looked at the pop vinyl figures that I collect, and the bobbleheads, and really tried to incorporate that into the little cartoon character. And then we came up with the final design, a front-facing one and a side-facing one, and then it was back to Mike, again, who did the intro. And I'll show you the intro on the screen now. I just love how this has ended up. We've got the dotted lines that were used as guides for slicing the G. They're actually in the intro. And then that middle section drops in, and then of course the little cartoon character pushes my tagline onto the screen, and then the intro just finishes with him nodding. So I was just really happy with how it all pulled together. And the music is from Incompetech. You'll see a link and a credit to that in the video description, and it just all works really well. It's got the right feel to it, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was just my insight into the design process. Now, I'm a graphic designer originally, and it was really nice to look at the graphic design process from the client side rather than me being the designer. So it was really enjoyable. And as I say, I'm just super happy with how everything turned out. And I'd be really interested to hear your feedback in the comments section as well. Now, on to the news. I said to you I was going to make a little announcement at the end of this video about something that's coming up on the channel. Now, for about 4 or 5 weeks, I've been planning new editing room equipment so that I could share with you what updates I've made, and also what I use to produce the Geekanoids videos. So in about 2 to 3 weeks time, there will be a new editing room tour, version 2, but there will be 2 separate videos. There'll be a short version, which will show you the new equipment in the editing room, the new layout, very short and concise, and there'll also be a longer version of that video, and that video will include some of the specifications, why I chose certain equipment, and it will go more in depth with what is in the editing room. So please do look out for that on the channel in about sort of 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks, but I'm hoping within the 3-week time span that will be up on the channel. So please do make sure you check that out. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do drop me a comment, hit that like button, and please also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, there are 2 places you can find the subscribe button. On the main channel page, it's just up here in the top right hand corner. If you're on a video watch page, then you'll find it just underneath the video you've been watching. Click on the subscribe button, and that means that you are now subscribed to the Geekanoids channel. But there is one more step you must take. Click on the little cog icon next to the subscribed button, put a tick in the send me updates box, and click save. Job done. Thank you very much for watching again. I'll see you next time.